part of me wishes I could be this high, but sadly, we're too short. Anyway, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you have enjoyed the last couple of videos that I have posted about my fashion show. I was super excited to finally put that project out for you guys to see the show itself, as well as a little bit of the behind the scenes and making of that show. But today I'm going to talk about my moving forward to my big move, just some steps that I am making as far as budgeting, and some money moves that I am making to reach that goal. So I have talked about budgeting a little bit in the past. I will link that video so you can kind of see a little update as far as like growth and different things that I have decided to use in my attempt to reach my goals within a 6-month to year plan. In that previous video, I talked about a budget sheet that I used, which I actually just recently pulled back out. So this here is the budget sheet. So it is a monthly budget sheet that pretty much tracks all of your spending habits, all of your bills. It has those totals listed at the bottom. It is divided by current, what the current bill is, what I'm budgeting toward to make that, and then what the actual is, because as we all know, bills change. So what the actual is might not be what we budgeted for, therefore we have a little bit of room to put that money somewhere else. This sheet also has in what I will be making as far as my full-time job, which is my management job that I work 40 hours a week. I'm also a full-time entrepreneur, so I will be putting in that in there as well. And I also have a side hustle on top of that. So super busy woman, but all of that information will go into this column here. And I will actually probably tag this into this video so that if you guys want to use this as a resource for helping you budget, you can. I believe that it is a very successful plan. I use this same exact budget plan to get a car, to save for a car, as well as other bills or other kind of activities and things that I wanted to save for, trips, things of that sort. So I use this to help me reach those goals. And at the end, once you are done with the budget, it will tell you if you have had a surplus or a deficit, which means that you have more money to put somewhere else, or you have less money, which means that you either need to bring in more or you need to cut down some of the spending habits that you have, such as like your entertainment, eating out. All of those things are incorporated in this sheet. So I will put that linked in this video, as well as linking that other video and reflecting on a past video about my budgeting habits. Some other things that I've been doing, I have a separate account from my business and a personal account. So just to keep all of those things separate, I only deal with the expenses of my studio and my business in one account and leave the personal home life strictly separate. I also have a Cash App account, which what I will do is take my spending money and put it into my Cash App account, because it is an account that you can only simply spend from or send money from. You can't overdraft it. So the reason why I do that is, so if I am, getting a little careless and I, spend too much, it would just simply decline it. And that is just a mental note saying, hey, Mary, you spent too much. And then I will leave my bill money in my account and just let that simply automatically pull when those bills are due. That way my spending money is completely separate from my bill money. So other than the budgeting sheet, that is another way that I kind of control my spending and help myself to save for those goals. Another thing that I do is I have a couple of stocks that I have invested in. So Tesla is one of them, and General Electric is another. Honestly, the good thing about stocks is it will build money, but at the same time, it is a good way to kind of put your money to the side and save it. As we all know, like, money is just numbers. So once your money goes into a bank, it pretty much is immediately sent over to someone else to be lended, or as a lending option for the bank. So really your money is just a number once it is transferred from a check or cash form into the bank. So honestly, it's just numbers. So I figure I would just put those numbers into places where they can just increase. So I put some of my money in those stocks, as well as putting it in a place called Stash, which Stash is also another saving company, or well, it's a app that you can use to save. It also has Roth account in there, IRA that you can set up through them, a retirement plan. So I also use that as a way to increase my saving habits. That way I'm not only saving just in my checking account, I also have these 3 other sources that I am saving money in. And lastly, I am just putting in applications for any type of grants that I find, whether it be on Instagram or just someone shooting me something from LinkedIn, on my LinkedIn page. So I will enter in those things, enter applications just to see, what shoots back. In a lot of cases, you will get a lot of no's, you will get a lot of fake accounts out there trying to get your money. You really just have to do your research, look at the policies, look at past contestants if it is a competition based money that you're trying to collect. So just kind of do your research, and if it is legit, if you know of legit or know of real people who have done these sources or apply for these types of grants, then go ahead and invest your time in it, invest your money in it if it's stocks. But I am currently involved in this one that is more of a social media kind of competition. So it's one where the public has to really believe in you and invest in you. So they vote for you, and then you get to move further in that competition. So just doing small things to increase my financial situation so that I can achieve my goals. Like I said, a lot of these things will look different for what you want to simply invest in, but I say just put your money out there and invest small. You don't have to necessarily put like $1,000 into something. Like with a Tesla one, I put like $8 in it, and I've gained like 30 cents so far. It doesn't have to be a super huge investment, just has to be you investing in something, because at 30 cent, is now 30 more cent that I have than I had yesterday. So that is pretty much it. That concludes me kind of going through a little bit of the things that I'm using to increase my financial situation. I hope that this video was helpful, and I encourage you to do the same if you have short-term and long-term goals that you want to achieve, whether it be in the present or future. It doesn't necessarily be saving for retirement. You could be saving for, a vacation, or, going to Dubai or Jamaica, whoever, for the summer or spring break, or however that lines up for you. But like I said, I hope this was helpful, and I will be coming at you next week with another video. I will be trying to post new content every week on Wednesdays, so that you guys can constantly be updated on my entrepreneurial journey. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Peace.